So welcome inside the 2015 Lexus NX300H. That's a lot of letters and stuff, isn't it?
It is.
What is your name to my audience here?
Leanne Sessions. I'm with Lexus Communications.
All right, and we're here at the 3rd Annual Drive Revolution in downtown Portland, and I'm going to learn about this vehicle from you with my stellar interviewing questions.
All right.
So in the Lexus lineup, how many hybrids are out there?
We have 6 total in the U.S. So this actually is the newest hybrid.
Okay.
It went on sale late last year, and it slots in as our smallest SUV on the lineup. So it's just below RX.
Okay. Some numbers about fuel economy, engine, performance, those kind of things. What do you got?
Fuel economy on this is 35 city, 31 highway, so 33 combined.
Okay.
Total system output in terms of horsepower with the electric motors and with the gasoline Atkinson cycle engine, which is a 2.5 liter, is about 194.
Okay. If it wasn't for the hybrid technology, this is what you would expect in a NX300? I mean, everything else?
Well, yeah. We also have the NX Turbo, which is the 200T, and that obviously has a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. So you're getting a slightly different engine out of that than you would this. But equipment-wise, yes, it's very, very similar. It's just pretty much a powertrain difference.
So it's all the cabin, what I see in here.
Yes.
All of this, the little pad here for navigation.
Yes, and this does have a slightly different all-wheel drive system as well, since it is a hybrid. So the rear wheels will be controlled by an electric motor, and then the front wheels, it'll alternate between gas and electric depending on what the power needs might be.
Okay. Yeah. Is that helping when you go around corners or for torque? Is that why? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and plus since it's a hybrid, they had to sort of reconfigure the overall power output for the all-wheel drive system as well, just sort of to match the powertrain.
So 6 different hybrid models. Wow. Does Lexus feel there's a demand for offering that option for their consumers? Is it a competitive thing to do?
Yes, we do find that our consumers really like to drive our hybrids. We are known as a hybrid brand in many, many parts of the world. In fact, in Europe, you'll find we actually brand them as hybrids. Here, if you look on the back, you won't see a separate hybrid badge. It's just the blue and the Lexus logo.
Yeah.
And then the sort of H at the end, which lets you know that it is a hybrid, whereas in other markets, we actually say hybrid because there's a lot of equity in having that on there.
Okay.
In Europe, for example, we're at almost 100% hybrids. And in Japan, we're about 90%.
Interesting. The consumer, who is the demographic that fits this type of vehicle from Lexus's point of view?
This is pulling in some of our youngest buyers. Similar to what the IS would bring in, since that is also our smallest sedan and sportiest that we have. This is our smallest, sportiest CUV, if you will. And it's definitely bringing in folks, in their 30s, late 20s, people that, are ready to move up to an SUV but still want a lot of the tech, creature comforts and whatnot. So we're seeing a lot of younger, new buyers to the brand coming in through this car.
I was looking at the back seat and the headroom and the overall space. Looks like you really can get probably 3 adults back there.
Yeah, you could.
Some people, some manufacturers will claim that, the middle seat's a little bit on the tight side, but I can imagine myself, almost 3 of me back there, shoulder to shoulder. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Technology and safety features that Lexus prides themselves on, because every group has their lane watch, departure, those kind of things.
Yes. And this does have a safety package. It has, if you look in your side view mirror, it does have blind spot warning, so that way you're not going to run into any other cars. We've got our version of lane keep assist, all those things that sort of help you out on the highway. I personally love the blind spot monitoring because driving in around LA on the freeways all day, it comes in handy a lot.
Well, I know with Portland, Oregon being a very environmentally sound place, this has got to be a strong market for your hybrids.
Yes.
Which is probably why you're here at this event.
Yes.
And same with California, you find that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a big interest in hybrids and electric vehicles as well in California.
Compared to the competition, where does this stack up, or what are some of the distinguishing features on this one that when you were to make a pitch, why Lexus versus said brand?
Well, I'd say with Lexus, you're getting the entire package. You know, if you were to look at it, say a Q5, for example, you're not going to get all this equipment for the price. You're going to have to add a lot of options to it to get it to where you want it to be. Now, this one is fully loaded, and it comes in at about 51. But you could get it without all the extra package, like the luxury package, so you have this leather stitching and whatnot, and some of the safety stuff, and you could still net it at about 40.
Oh.
I think 41, maybe 43 if you get the navigation system. So you're going to get a lot more for your money, and you're going to get the reliability and the dependability, and then, of course, the hybrid technology.
That sure widens the net on your customer base.
Yeah.
Making it that affordable.
Yeah.
I mean, Lexus always, to me, growing up, was definitely one of the top tier luxury brands. Like, oh, one day, if I can afford it. But it seems more affordable nowadays, and everyone's so much more competitive and offers similar technologies, but with a price point.
Yeah, absolutely.
It seems more doable.
Yeah, and then we also have a lot of people that are very much into the customer experience at our dealerships. And I've met folks now that will buy multiple cars just because they like going to the dealership. They like that. Overall, it's very personable. They really pride themselves on, you know, you get there, they might have breakfast waiting for you. They're very friendly. They know your name. They know what your kids are up to. It's a very different car buying experience than anything that I think most people have ever experienced. So it's something that they like to tout as well, and consumers seem to really respond to it.
Well, thank you for riding shotgun and giving me a tour of this.
Yeah, of course.
One day I can spend a little more time with it, but for the first drive experience, it was good. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.